Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the game War the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by PBEM match against Xargun. He's Allied Commander and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 in on-game version 26B or stock, no mods. And yeah, this is now turn 14th April 42. The last turn before Xargun enter long vacation and a cruise in the Caribbean to boost his morale and confidence for the ongoing war. So, but let's see if I can give him some present or if he will damage me. I don't know. This is my local minesweeper and as a British submarine. I don't expect here anything. Yeah. Second, so this is now my mines submarine hunter, but yeah, this ship failed to locate the enemy. It was a good opportunity in shallow water, base water. There's not much a submarine can do to avoid my attacks, but if you cannot find the submarine, then yeah, no chance, no way. Yeah, always report my own ships, so no enemy in range. This is still the same. I sweep over the base to make sure that there's no long range cap, or in this case there is normally not possible to be any long range cap. These are the enemy tanks. More are breaking down. This is part of the Chinese army out of the mountains already on the highway. So I choose to use a little more payload. Inflict damage. And the seagulls are here, and I think this is the third time Xargun attacked here this base, and then I was thinking, okay, it's a base, I control it. I send the aviation support down the road, but I also send, I think, a sub-unit of my fighters from Rockhampton here, so locally. This is not long-range cap because I really don't like long-range cap. So my local cap is engaging the seagulls, and of course the seagull have not a chance against a true interceptor or fighter. And the Kitty Hawks are also coming, similar like yesterday. And because this is a local cap, my fighters are still here all on duty. And I can maybe let this play out a little to see how well my Japanese Zero pilots fighting against the Kitty Hawks. And I think a Kitty Hawk is a P40. This looks more like a P40, not a P39. The engine is in the front, not in the rear. But I think Kitty Hawk 1A is a P40E and not a K. So it's faster, it has much more firepower, and it has armor. But the problem is if I dive on him, then my maneuver values, you can always see that most of my fighters always are able to be behind the enemy. Once you are behind the enemy, you have a very high chance to create a kill. Especially because the Zeros have this 20mm cannons. If they hit, they also kill. But because Xargun was not really active with his air force so far, so I'm still behind my average kill ratio or kill numbers. No, often I had a 2-to-1 kill ratio, so in this game I'm, well, it's more like a small advantage for Xargun so far, but heavily related to my high flag losses over Singapore and Bintering. Good, so the Kitty Rocks are dying. I think this is enough. They had no chance. Good. I don't know what kind of pilots these are, so I don't know. I can only show you my pilot skills, then you must watch the turn of Xargun. Maybe, I don't know if he will check his pilots. I don't know if there's any pilots left, of course. But you must have this. You need both pilots to compare each other. If every pilot are shitty, then it doesn't matter. If every pilot is okay, then it's also not an impact. Then it's still the airframe maybe. Good, this is a B-17s. Like I said, I want not do long range cap, especially against B-17s, but in this case I was hoping that the Hudsons are coming, but B-70s are coming. So, and this is not working really well. I can damage a little them, but I'm not able to kill them. Luckily my Zeros are escaping direct kills, because the B-17s have too much defense firepower, and if I make long range caps, they often have the tendency to make ops losses. Good, the trusty is still important. This time it's a Japanese destroyer attacking. It's still my shitty Type 95, but it's shallow water, so I can create a little damage. But again, too little, I would say. If you don't see heavy damage, then it's still not enough. The bombardments in the mountains. Also, this time the source front. I simply only hope that the Chinese are low on supplies, and I can... My industry base in Manchukuo, China is strong enough that I don't must ship any supplies from Japan to this location. Good. The second battle with the Highlander division, and the Highlander division was originally at 450, now they was down to 150, and they're retreating again. Mehr casualties for the Allies. Then doing. This is only bombardment. And New Zealand High Command is still holding the ground, but every day is dying a little more. Goodie, so a good turn for me. Not the best turn for Xargun to enter his vacation, but at the end, maybe it's good to have the bad news first, then go to vacation, come back, and then with fresh mood, new ideas striking back. So between this turn and the next turn will be a 1 week break in real time. Or even more, I think 9 days. Good, so check today. Air losses are 18-1. I lost 1-0, so this B-17s I would say. So if I lose 1-0 for one B-17, then it's of course a good trade. There was 3 seagulls, and you can see that it's not the numbers are not adding up. So there are 24 reported kills, but in reality only 18. So I would say The seagulls are true, the fortress is true, but the kitty hawks are not 20, so in reality they're only 14. But it's okay. Sometimes you can find this out. So if you say here are 14, maybe with the ops losses, then there are maybe only 13 kills kitty hawks. If I go to my air wing and ask air wing, tell me how many you kill, then it says I kill 16. But this is the total number. This is the next problem is I don't know if there was any kills before. But if you see this all green, 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 green. This guy is green but no kill. Hard to say. Anyway, okay. So back to my numbers. For me it was really only, this 0 pilot. And the pilot was, the pilot is dead? No, the pilot is only wounded. So, and I can maybe check if this, from this air wing, there was a wounded pilot. And because this also means I lost here my airframe, ops loss. And the long range cap guys had no loss. I make here long range cap over the location. I had only a airplane in maintenance now. And you can see here one guy is green with a kill, so maybe this guy kills a B-17, but you will never really know. Anyway, so ships, I don't think so, no. China, no change, no change, no change, only bombardments, only bombardments. My regiment is here. Most of the Chinese are out of the mountains now. But I have one regiment walking this highway down, one regiment is here already. So I don't really... Plus my air power... Not the best terrain to attack, but I can at least slow them down. So I can catch them and then I kill them because there's no supplies left. And then I end this story once for all. Of course... I was more happy if they stay here in the mountains for forever. If I must kill them, they will be back in 1 month here. But I think this is also why Xargun is coming out now. And Ragun, India is, no one attack each other. Ceylon is waiting for my last, or my reinforcements to come, to reach the positions. Regiments and HQs are moving 3-4 turns and I can attack. And maybe with a little more success. I also catch here the retreating Dutch forces with my tanks. After I repair all my tanks, I am now back at a hunt. Everything is fine. Kill them. Bend wings, only bombardment. I prepare and then soon attack again. Perth, the second battle near Perth was also a success. My division survived. You can see 10% is disabled, but nothing destroyed. Experience going up, always good. But I must change this leader. I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know exactly if there's sometimes maybe a bug. If you rebuild your units that the commanders may be changing, because I was sure that I had another commander before, but now this is of course too little. I would like to have something at least in top 60, 77 maybe even this. I don't know. And my Navy Guard unit is trying to catch up for the tanks. This is of course impossible, but I try always to be 1 hex behind. At the same time, I sent some troops to block this this position that the allies cannot retreat. You can see there's now a highway down open to this direction. But I can still walk here down. I have air power, so you will see. My destroyers are on the way back. I would like to enter Perth. The problem is there's still some mines I have to clean, but not more long. East Coast, this was of course, the problem was this was a little too late. I arrived too late with my Navy Guard units to help my paratroopers. Now my paratroopers, my Navy Guard units are trapped because I walked this street down, but immediately behind me was some other allies. They closing my supply line, so I'm now here trapped. So these guys are now on their own. They have to hold the ground and fight to the last guy. The only possibility to help them is I can fly supplies from Rockhampton. And at the same time I have this regiment walking down the street. But this regiment need 1 week to arrive here. So if they can hold here the line for up to 10 days, then I can save them. If they will not hold 10 days, then they are dying. But then I would say it's a Navy Guard unit. It doesn't matter, it's small pieces, it doesn't matter. This is soft stuff, support stuff. It's the end. My regiment's arriving here at the crossroads, so I can maybe kick here this one unit, I don't know. There's not more much left. I think I destroy 1 or 2 of them. Is there more? I don't know. Something is also here and here, but this is maybe other stuff. And it looks like I will enter here these 2 towns. Townsville itself is also empty, so I will take this. I have a landing operation going for cairns, whatever, and then in Cooktown pick up these 2 bases to control them. Then I must maybe also take these 2 dot bases. Once this is all secured, there is no hiding spot. I must also take this dot base, okay. And of course Brisbane. Once I take, then maybe, I mean, this is the other story. This is still here easy going because Xargun is not fighting for it. But I'm guessing that he has 1 or 2,000 AV waiting already in Sydney for the right moment to attack me. Or he's shifting this 2,000 AV to help in Perth. We will see. That is, I think, maybe the issue where the Allies want a counterattack with the limited numbers they have. We are still in April 42, so I would guess first in spring of 43 the Allies have really the numbers to attack everywhere at the same time. New Zealand is static, but I try to prepare the next attack on Wellington. So yeah, maybe I was not sure if I said this. So this was my pilots. They're fighting here. They are not the elite pilots, but they're okay. You can see they have the air 70. The average is also 70 in defense. Not all are 70, but some are 80, some are 60. And they have also experience with roughly nearly 70. So yeah. And important is you must have, it is helpful to have a leader know what he's doing with air skill and maybe aggression. Yeah. So, and the last story is my carriers are still here on the way, going more northeast, but up to now I find nothing in this area. I can spot an 8 in any direction. This is the range of my float planes. And I don't know if I will refuel. Maybe I will refuel. Refuel. So now I have all my ships are full, and then I can maybe send my battleships back. Yeah, good. But we will see how this, if this operation ever find anything. So far my carrier operation was not semi-successful, let's say this. More successful here at India, you can see is this British submarine in the port. My carriers arrive a little out of fuel, but I have tankers here already unloading fuel, so I have 50,000 tons in Ceylon waiting. And because this is a port 6, so I can refuel all my ships overnight. And but I still want maybe repair a little damage. You can see this system damage is easily to repair, and why not? I better invest here 3-4 more days in port and fix all, and then sail on mission. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.